Hi, my name is Evelyn Shih. I'm an assistant professor of Chinese here at CU, and I'm here to introduce some of the films this time for our Asian film series. If you've come for a showing of Goodbye Dragon Inn, you're in for a treat. Not only do we have the knowledge that we have this 35mm print in our collection here at CU, but also some of you may have seen the original Dragon Inn, the 1967 film, shown last weekend in our matinee showing of the film. And this film, Goodbye Dragon Inn, is basically a love letter to that film, as well as the experience of watching old movies in old theaters. And if you've ever been to an old theater, you'll know what I'm talking about. But from my personal experience, when I was a teenager in Taiwan, I would always go to these old second or third run theaters to watch films for about half to a third of the price. And this is the kind of decrepit old theater that doesn't have any of the new attractions, but has a lot of the good old ones that this film is all about. And it's important when you're thinking about this film and what it does with the cinema to not think of it as a love letter to cinema in the traditional sense in terms of citing film figures or film techniques. What instead it does is really think about how much we love the space of the old theater and how the theater is not just a space for exhibition, but also a space where we go to be seen, where we go to inhabit space. And so throughout this film, you'll see almost everything but the film itself, Dragon Inn. You'll see people cruising, you'll see people eating popcorn, you'll see people going to the bathroom and taking a smoke break. You see almost everything but precisely what is promised in the title, which is Dragon Inn. And by doing so, it reminds us that we're going for the full experience of theater and not just the content of the film itself necessarily. Okay, so if you're a good viewer of film and you saw Dragon Inn over this past weekend and it's fresh in your mind, maybe you can see if you can find some of the actors who were in Dragon Inn also in Goodbye Dragon Inn as audience members. And really what it does is it's playing with the aging process in an unexpected way, right? But also reminding you that this film has been around for decades. At this point, I think 3 decades or more when Goodbye Dragon Inn is made. And another thing that you'll notice is there are sort of iconic parts of the soundtrack that are blasting eerily through the distance in this old theater. It doesn't have a very good sound system. But it's recognizable because it's a very, very particular sound design that's meant for this martial arts epic. So Tsai Ming-liang, as let's say part of the second Taiwan New Wave, is known for these abstract studies of actors on screen where you're just watching this person kind of behave in a natural yet unnatural way for maybe 2, 3, 5 minutes, right? And there's a sort of abstraction to human behavior that he's interested in, especially in his later films. And now with Goodbye Dragon Inn, he's kind of moving in that direction. He's moving from a social context, which is the real context of this theater where everybody's coming together, but he's moving towards this abstract focus on one person, and he does so by using the darkness of the movie theater itself. So that allows him to isolate, not only people moving around behind the scenes, right? Say the ticket seller lady, or people going to the bathroom, sneaking out to go outside for a break, but also people sitting in the theater itself. It can allow him to really focus on an individual's experience in the dark and their relationship with that space. And that's all from me, but I hope you enjoy this movie and try if you can to avoid looking at the audience members around you as you do.